March is almost in madness, but we don't know as much about the college game. But we wanted to get in on the madness. So in the spirit of that, we do have a bracket of our own, but it is a bracket of the best NBA moments of all time.
We can all agree we have at least 10, historic moments in our mind where they shaped probably our childhood.
Unfortunately, a lot of these moments were against Phoenix. So unfortunately, I've seen a lot of these and they happen at the expense of my feelings. But, I guess the good thing that you can say about it is I got to see a lot of these happen growing up. So,
So I have the best 32, not my opinion, just ranked. I sourced a couple lists to kind of help with the seeding. We're going to decide for ourselves what the best moment, the king of all the NBA moments is. The first one seed that we have, Tracy McGrady's 13 points in 33 seconds.
Manu. Here's McGrady for three. Bowen is all over. McGrady, foul is picked up. Yes. Over Bowen for three. Yes. Down to four. McGrady at the buzzer. Yes! This is one of the greatest comebacks in Rocket history.
Both going to be for Houston. 8 seed James Harden's Game 3 game winner versus the Warriors.
Harden back the other way. Harden steps back.
That's a tough 8 seed. If that's an 8 seed, then I'm kind of nervous to see what comes 7, 6, 5, because that was a phenomenal highlight. For me, kind of close, not really. 13 points, 33 seconds. Came back to win it, and that was against the Spurs. That wasn't your just run-of-the-mill team. That was against a Spurs team that was dominating.
I got to see what year that might have been, like defending champion Spurs too. That's a moment that has never happened any other time.
The one play that sticks out that I can picture in my head vividly, that 3-point foul that Tim Duncan got. And he just turns around and he just looks so sad after. And I'm like, buddy knows what's coming.
It was 2004, so not defending champions. But I think that team ended up winning the championship in 2005, though. That's the champion Spurs that year.
That's insane.
I'm going to go with that one. I don't know if we'll see anything more iconic, honestly. That could go all the way.
That's why it's a 1 seed, man. I'm agreeing. That Harden game winner is great. But this is one of the moments in history where you just say 13 points, 33 seconds. And if you know, oh, that was T-Mac against the Spurs. I got to go with that one for sure.
I'd pick that one if everybody didn't pick that one. So I'm going to pick the James Harden one just to show it some love. But it's going to pass through anyway, so it really doesn't matter.
That deserves a sweep, bro. That's a sweep highlight. You're wrong for that.
This would be Tracy McGrady's first sweep of his career, and you're going to block him from that? Come on.
Wait, he didn't get any on San Antonio's bench?
I mean, if you want to count that.
He might have got one.
We got a 2 seed up against a 7 seed. Dame time versus the OKC Thunder to send them home.
Lillard, long range three, and it's good!
And a 7 seed, Dwayne Wade dunk over Anderson Varejao that sent him into the stanchion.
From Jermaine O'Neal, got a piece of it. Wade,
These are all going to be tough, bro. So get buckle up, man.
Oh, God. The bubble, the bye-bye.
It wasn't bubble.
Wait, what?
No, that wasn't in the bubble.
Yeah, it was loud in Portland when he did that.
There were so many fans there.
You're right. I'm tripping.
It's all good. This will be cut out. Don't worry.
No, it's not. No, I know it's not.
I'm talking to future Arman right now that's editing this. Leave that in.
Do not put that in. Do not put that in. That's a bad shot, though.
I mean, that's a bad shot. I don't care what anybody says. That's a bad shot.
Yeah, I mean, why is it even here? You heard Paul George. Yeah. It's a bad shot.
It's not even a good shot.
Yeah, so I guess we should vote for the other one. So
yeah, I feel like that's the only way.
No, it's got to be the playoff moment. Dame time, stepping back, winning the series, not just a game, winning the series against a top 3 in MVP voting Paul George. It's got to be that for me.
I can't believe this. Y'all got me voting against both of my teams, but I gotta go where he waved them off.
Golly, that's a crazy 7 seed. I said that Harden was a crazy 8 seed. That's a crazy 7 seed. We're gonna wave the Thunder off in a sweep. Because give me the Dame time.
Will we get another sweep here in this 3-6 matchup? We'll see. This is iconic moment versus iconic moment. It's going to be the Stephen Curry double bang from Mike Breen against OKC.
They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
Against when Allen Iverson crossed over Michael Jordan.
Iverson has Jordan. The crowd is into it. Allen shakes free.
Oh,
Those are so iconic
easy.
for different reasons.
That's easy. Give me the Curry one.
They're iconic for different reasons. The only reason why I'm not going to pick that Allen Iverson one, yes, it brought him a lot of hype. People forget Jordan had 35 points and won the game after that highlight. I'm just saying. Now, it was a good little clip. That won the game for the Warriors. It's iconic.
Yeah, I'm not
That
gonna
won
lie.
the game.
I saw the game winner. I was trying to reenact that on the blacktop the rest of the week. Pull up from half court.
How many of those shots you
That
missed, Ken?
one.
I shot about 10. I made maybe about 3 of them.
I don't know if I
That's
believe
cap.
that.
That's
It's
cap.
so cap. I kind of think that Iverson crossover, it's a great moment. It's a little overrated. Like, it's a cool crossover. It's only like iconic because it was against Jordan. I got to go with the double bang.
Pause.
I was waiting for it. Final one for this part of the bracket here. Giannis jumping over Tim Hardaway Jr. for the dunk.
Giannis trailing the lob.
As Middleton lobbed it up perfectly. And there's your highlight play tonight.
And Kobe's game winner versus the Suns in 2006.
And they do. Ball knocked away. Stolen by Parker.
Here it is.
Here comes George to Kobe Bryant. Bryant inside. It's good. Walton can tip it. Bryant with the save.
Oh, you got to get a shot here.
Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang!
Come on, bro.
The
Come
one
on,
to tie
bro.
the game and the game winner.
I don't even want to. You couldn't have matched that up with any of the other ones. As much as it pains me, that Kobe game winner, it's iconic, man. The fist pump after. You can't talk about Kobe's legacy without bringing up that moment. So for that reason, I'm gonna take that game winner.
When you think of Kobe, it's either because you're going, Kobe, or you hit a shot and you're like, and on top of that, it was against the Phoenix Buns. I just feel like it has to have an edge over just a regular, dunking on Tim Hardaway. Like, who cares about Tim Hardaway?
I gotta go with it too. The Giannis one is crazy. Like Tim Hardaway, it's not like when Bron jumped over that. Like, what is his name? John Lucas or something? Lucas was short as hell.
Different way to score coming off baseline swing.
Oh, he does it again.
Tim Hardaway's not short. Like, so it's a crazy dunk, but I think the Kobe one is just so iconic. The fist pump afterwards, pulling his jersey to the side. It's so ingrained. And as a Laker fan, it naturally would be, but it's so ingrained in my head.
Literally, that picture, the jersey pull, if you can't envision that off of that, you're not a real Kobe fan. If you don't hear jersey pull and automatically know what picture we're talking about.
So that one is going to move on. That's the only underseed that moved on. And every one of those won in a sweep.
No, not the first one.
Oh, yeah, Cam
Camden.
didn't. It should have been a sweep, let's be honest. He just didn't want to let
It
McGrady
should've.
get the sweep.
They
All
were
right.
both Rockets. It's not like you had to pick one against, like, they're both Houston Rocket highlights.
Ooh, this was a crazy 8 seed, but it was kind of low on a lot of lists. 1 seed is going to be Jordan's game winner in Game 6 of the Finals versus the Jazz.
Jordan. Open. Chicago with the lead.
8 seed, it's GOAT versus GOAT. LeBron's game winner in Game 2 versus Orlando in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Lewis gets it to LeBron for 3 for the win. Yes! LeBron James at the buzzer!
Oh, give me Bron. Give me Bron.
Really?
That was insane.
Over Jordan?
That was
Ooh,
insane.
young Bron.
Pulls up from deep three and drains it versus Jordan had this dang janitor on him and pushed him away and then hit the shot. That's not nearly as tough. He cleaned the floors too well because he had no traction on that play.
Calling Byron Russell a janitor is crazy. That is crazy. Bro, Byron Russell was a solid defender.
They're both great moments, and like shot versus shot, Bron's shot was definitely harder. To me, it's Game 6 game winner for Michael Jordan that essentially it wins the series versus Bron's game winner in Game 2. Still a playoff moment, but they end up losing the series. I'm going to have to go Michael Jordan's one, but honestly, it's close for me, which is crazy in a 1v8.
To your point, as I say, context matters, and the weight of a shot and its impact does affect the moment, but I just feel like that shot was so tough. Like, LeBron has so much work, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you, so.
All right, I got to play tiebreaker, and I hate to do this because I really don't 1-2. It was a game winner. It was the finals. It was the last look of Jordan in a Bulls uniform. That was the whole stigma around it. It was a push-off, but when we talk about iconic moments, I'm going to give the nod to the second best player to ever touch a basketball, Michael Jordan.
It was definitely a push for sure. But Jordan is going to move on here. The only argument where Michael Jordan still wins against Bron is here. Kyrie's Game 7 three-pointer against the Warriors.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown!
7 seed is Dr. J rocking the baby.
Stolen, I think, by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
A lot of Arman's friends, the old heads, are going to be upset with this one, man. My goodness.
I'm 25.
I know you remember waking up that morning and seeing Dr. J cradle the ball like that. I can only imagine how crazy that was.
What did that feel like, man? That had to be insane.
When we talk iconic moments, Steph should have never switched, dog. I was saying that watching it. Don't switch. And they switched. It's kind of what you get for it. Give me Kyrie's.
I got to take Kyrie's too. Dr. J is right, like the ball control on that, the grip on it is crazy. Like, relax, pause. It's a crazy dunk for sure, but this is Game 7 of the NBA Finals. A step back three to seal the game, really, to put them ahead in the game.
Kyrie saw Curry. He said, barbecue chicken, went to work. It goes without saying, Kyrie is sweeping this round.
Can't believe Arman picked against his childhood best friend, Julius Erving.
People, let me tell you about my best friend.
Apparently he was mine too, with people calling me Unk in the comments.
Yeah, you're Unk too, bro.
Yeah, Unk. So it's Unk, Grandpa, and Zach.
Oh my. All right, it's going to be Derek Fisher's 0.4 seconds shot against the Spurs.
Here they go. They get it to Fisher. He scores! Derek Fisher scores at the buzzer!
Against Kobe's 60 points in his final game of his career.
Will Kobe give them one last gamer? Bryant on the move with the jumper. He got it! And the Lakers lead!
I feel like as a Laker fan, I should go first. It's a great moment that he put up 60 in his final career game. But let's be honest, they were force-feeding him the ball for sure. It's awesome that he still had the legs to be able to do that. I was watching that. I was glued to my TV, and I was not switching over to see the Warriors win their 73rd game. No one was doing that. Everyone had their eyes on Kobe's final game. But that 0.4 seconds shot from Derek Fisher, people would have thought that's impossible. To get the shot off that quick, not even at the rim, to turn around jumper it, get it off your fingers in 0.4 seconds and win the game after Tim Duncan just hit what everyone thought was a game winner like the second before.
He gets doubled. Shaq all over him. He gets away, a fadeaway. He makes it!
Crazy moment. They run off the court. Lakers win the game. I love that moment. It's too good for me.
I got to go with D Fish. He's known for hitting tough shots on and off the court. So, I mean, you know, I got to give him respect.
He's known for getting punched in the face off the court. I don't know about hitting tough shots, but he's known from running away from Matt Barnes for sure. For sure. I would have picked that, but in the same way that Cameron didn't want to let Harden's get swept, I can't let a Kawhi highlight get swept. I mean, 60 is 60, but that Duncan shot to get there was insane.
It was so absurd too. Crazy.
Floater, mid-range, contested as hell that just somehow went in. And then Derek Fisher just shatters everybody's hearts.
Last one in this group, it's going to be LeBron's lob dunk over Jason Terry.
Good defense. Wade from behind takes it away. Chalmers, Cole, James! Whoa!
Versus, Zach, I know you're going to love this one. Giannis's block on DeAndre Ayton in the finals.
Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for Ayton. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis block.
Let me go. I'll go first. First off, as much as I love to credit Devin Booker, kind of a bad pass. You know, wasn't the smartest idea to throw the lob right there. You just got to know your guys. You know Ayton's not a dunker like that, especially with Giannis. That block was good, but they were going to beat us regardless without it. Now, when you hear Wade from behind, Chalmers, Cole, James, Yeah. Jason Terry was stupid for even thinking of jumping for that ball. Like, what are you going to do, bro? You're going to block that? Give me the LeBron dunk over Jason Terry.
And it's a shame, too, because Jason Terry is one of those symbols of why players now just step out of the way when someone throws a nasty lob. They don't want to be Jason Terry. They don't want to be Brandon Knight. And so...
Yeah, that one might be coming up. That one might be coming up soon.
Yeah. There's no way we could do this list without that.
The passing, the orchestration, and then the absolute evisceration of Jason Terry at the end of the play. It's beautiful.
I got to go with that one for sure, too. As much as I wanted the Giannis one to move on, just because despite Zach, it's got to be the Bron slam over Terry and then standing over him. Anytime when there's, like Zach said, anytime there's like an iconic call, when you can remember a call to go along with a play, I mean, it just makes the play so much better.
That scares me because that Giannis block wasn't the most iconic part of that series, so I know that there's another one coming, bro.
Maybe.
I know what the most iconic was because I watched it. I was there for that one. I was there, game 5.
So you should have a great perspective on this one. I can't wait till we get to that one. Anyways, let's move on to the next bracket here. Bron's chase down block in game 7 on Andre Iguodala.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
8 seed is going to be Dwayne Wade's game winner versus the Bulls off of one leg.
Right here for the Heat.
Chalmers, Wade with a steal, with 2. Wade puts it up for the win. Yeah, baby.
Bron.
It's got to be Bron. We don't even need to talk about it. It's just, it's LeBron's.
It didn't matter what you said at the 8 seed. That one was going to lose, bro.
Number 2 is going to be Kobe's 81-point game.
Kept his concentration.
Kobe goes straight to the dribble in the lane, lay it up and in. Lakers lead 105-96, another 3.
Well, there goes Wilt.
Kobe guarded by Mo Peterson. Kobe pump fake for 2. Kobe's got the Laker record. This would be 18 for 20 from the line and an 81-point game.
7 seed is going to be Dame's game winner versus the Rockets to win the series.
A 3 wins the series. It's Lillard. He got the shot off. Lillard, good! Good! And the Blazers win the series for the first time in 14 years!
So he had 2 different game winners to win the series.
Kobe.
Did.
You salty, Kim?
I don't want to talk about that series.
It's all right. At least it was to Dame.
Yeah, but that's baby Dame, bro. It wasn't even like Dame time Dame yet, really.
But that Blazers team, I mean, that was Aldridge, Batum, and Dame. They were all a little bit past their prime, where Dame was just getting into it. But
Wesley Matthews, too.
That was still
that's
a crazy
prime
team.
Wes Matthews.
So Zay,
I'm so glad for those 11 points a game. God.
was there a prime?
He was so good.
Did Wesley Matthews peak?
Did he peak?
Did he have a prime? I got to go with that Kobe 81. As far as I'm concerned, Wilt never scored 100. I haven't seen any tape from it. Until I can see highlights and footage of a 100-point game from Wilt, 81 is the most that's ever been scored in an NBA game. You can't convince me otherwise.
Yeah, and that's why I'm going with Kobe's 81 as well. As much as I love that Dame moment against the Rockets, and it would be funny to vote against it just to spite Cam as well. I got to go with Kobe's iconic 81, and that's why Wilt's 100 is not on the list. You need footage to qualify for the list, so.
It doesn't exist, bro. That never happened.
Yeah, you can't make the bracket if you don't got footage. Sorry. Number 3, I told you it wasn't going to take long until we get to it. DeAndre Jordan vaporizing Brandon Knight.
Chris Paul, the lob, the jam! Oh, what a monster jam by DeAndre Jordan!
Against Gerald Green, touching his head essentially to the rim for the Brooklyn Nets, doing the windmill dunk.
On the run, 2-on-1, Green the finish! Wow, the alley-oop! Oh my goodness.
Oh, that lob.
So dunk versus dunk here.
That one's easy. I think if a lot of guys got the opportunity to do that in the league, we would have seen it. Like, I think Levine could have done that. I think Ja could have done that. Now, how many guys could make Brandon Knight take a nap in midair? I don't know. I mean, again, why? Why jump? That's Lob City, DeAndre Jordan.
He stayed on the ground too.
He was concussed.
It's got to be a sweep.
Yeah.
It's like being a baby, and when you're an adult and you see a baby in the room and you forget they're behind you, and then you just kind of like, and they knock them over. That's kind of what it was like with DeAndre Jordan. It's like knocking a toddler over It's like it feels bad.
Are you just knocking over babies consistently to bring that up, bro?
This feels like such a specific moment. It had to have happened. You had to have done this at some point.
No, I'm speaking objectively.
You definitely did this, dude.
I'm speaking non-specifically. This isn't about me. I'm just saying, like,
you're an uncle, aren't you? Aren't you, Cam?
You are. Yes.
I am.
Oh, that's why they call you Unc, right?
I'm not Unc. All of you are uncles, actually. If we're being honest.
That's
here.
true. I've been Unc since I was 14. So
yeah, that's why you saw Dr. J. Anyways,
doesn't even make sense.
Cameron is the most recent uncle.
Yes, I am.
So he definitely knocked over the top. he definitely knocked them over. All right, Cam, I'll spare you. I'll spare you from being labeled bad Unc. Let's move on.
Oh yeah, thank you for moving on now. Thank you for moving on now.
4 versus 5 in this region is going to be Larry literally stealing Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals away from the Pistons.
Thomas wants to get it in quickly. Does to Lambeer. Stolen by Byrne on the cut to DJ. Yes!
Versus the 5 seed, Derrick Jones Jr. turning into a monster on the lob, going all the way back like this on a horrible lob.
7-1 on the road against the Southeast. Oh my! Play of the day for the Heat.
The audacity put Larry Fraud in a highlight. We've been over the fact that Larry Bird is fraudulent, and we were never to speak his name on this show again.
People aren't gonna get the context. That was so long ago. It's just because he kept costing us points in the trivia.
Every time we'd see Celtics, we'd be like, Larry Bird? Nope. Fraud. The Derrick Jones dunk was more entertaining, but honestly, when we talk about iconic moments, I low-key kind of forget about that Larry Bird one, though. Obviously, like Arman said, he remembers sitting courtside watching that, so it's imprinted in his brain. How much does Arman think about it? Probably a lot. You know, he goes to bed dreaming about that, like, oh, I remember when I was in Boston watching that, Larry Bird.
Bro, that's crazy. Like, you've been in so many iconic moments.
My last name is too long for them to even let me buy a ticket there back in the 80s, bro. They see that name and be like, oh, no, what country this dude from?
Armenia.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad you remember that now, Zach.
I'm learning.
I'm going to have to go with a Larry Bird one. There's probably more people who have a connection with that play. Arman.
I'm a Laker fan, bro.
And although, like Zach said, Larry Bird is a fraud.
I'm taking the Derrick Jones Jr. Larry Bird really is a fraud. I'm going with Flight Mode, former Phoenix Sun, just because of that. He used to play with us, so.
I'm going to have to go with the Larry one, unfortunately. It's an iconic moment in the Eastern Conference Finals. Ends up switching momentum of the series, and the Celtics go on to the finals that year. Honestly, the only reason, because that Derrick Jones Jr. lob was crazy, but they were down 20 to the Raptors in the regular season. It was a great dunk. It didn't really matter all that much. Next part of the bracket. 1 seed, Ray Allen's 3-pointer with the Heat to save the series.
James catches, puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound, Bosch. Back out to Allen. His 3-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
8 seed, more of a recent moment, so hasn't had the time to maybe become iconic. Anthony Edwards baptizing John the Baptist.
Another turnover for Utah. Edwards gets it back.
Yeah, that 3 single-handedly saved LeBron from all types of cancellations. If he loses that finals, his legacy is tainted, maybe beyond repair. Forced a Game 7, they go on to win it. What better does it get than that Ray Allen 3?
I go back to context. We won the series off of that shot. I mean, that was the shot that gave us all the momentum.
And putting his nuts in John Collins' face, great dunk. But Ray Allen's 3 is such an iconic moment. Bro. This is also a great moment. 2 seed, Kawhi's Game 7 game winner against the 76ers.
Defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
Versus Kobe's lob to Shaq to win Game 7 against the Trailblazers.
Portland has 3 timeouts left. The Lakers have 2. Bryant to Shaq!
Zach's going to need some time to think about this, I think. Cam, what do you think?
Wow.
Oh.
This might be the hardest one we've done.
I think this is the toughest matchup for sure.
Both are insane.
Keep in mind the context of that one too, because I know Cam loves his context. That lob finished off a 15-point comeback in the fourth quarter in a game 7 to go to the finals. And it's the start of a three-peat. That's where the three-peat started, was off the back of that 15-point comeback, finishing off with a lob from star player to star player. Objectively, I would probably go with the Kawhi game winner against the Sixers, because it's like one of the craziest shots of all time. But subjectively, as a Laker fan, I gotta go with the thing that started it all.
Both of these highlights are kind of flawed, because why are you losing to the Blazers is question one. And Kawhi traveled like a mug when he caught that ball coming off of the screen. Oh my God, he traveled. To this day, I feel bad for the Sixers. I'm going to go with that Kawhi one. That's like the first time that we saw him like cheering and screaming, and actually you could tell that the NBA meant something to him, because otherwise he's just doing his job. And then they go on to win it, and all of Canada can finally celebrate, because there hasn't been too much of that going on right now, thanks to Kendrick.
I remember that day, I had like partially fallen asleep. I woke up like 30 seconds before this. I was like, am I dreaming right now? Am I still asleep? Because that was the most insane shot of all time. I'm sorry, Arman. I gotta go Kawhi.
That's all right. I told you. Objectively, I know that's the right answer, but Kawhi's moment's gonna move on here. Only upset that we've had this entire time so far has been the 5 over the 4 of Kobe's game winner versus the Suns. I know Zach is gonna want an upset right here. 3 is going to be Giannis's lob burying the Suns in Game 5, the moment he was there for in the 2021 Finals.
Booker the drive, gets inside, leans in, knocked away and stolen by Holiday. Phoenix has to foul, and a Pelican ball throws it down.
6 seed is going to be Iverson in Game 1 of the NBA Finals, making the 3 and stepping over Ty Lue.
Bothered by Lue. Iverson. How about that? Steps over Tyronn Lue.
Sending the Lakers to their only loss of that entire postseason run.
Hear me and hear me well. Don't you dare let your spiteness of me and the Suns, don't you let this make you make the wrong choice. Iverson stepping over Lue is a crazy, iconic moment. If you are a hooper, you have tried to replicate that, whether it was real or just practicing it with your friends, just so you could feel cool. That moment wins by far. Although that Giannis dunk was really good, I'll give it to him. But why are you fouling, Chris Paul? Why are you fouling? You're not gonna do anything. Just let him dunk it.
He was too addicted to the rings, man. He was too addicted to the finals. He just wanted to win.
You're gonna push him? Drew Holiday fouled Booker before that happened anyway, so we got scammed.
Chris Paul's like lunging towards him. Like, bro, what are you about to do?
For no reason.
What are you about to do? He's like,
no reason.
No. And then Giannis is like, I think it's tough if we're talking about memorable, iconic, monumental moments. There's hardly any basketball fan you can talk to and them not know that Iverson play. And I feel like for that alone, I have to go with Iverson.
Well, since it's moving on, I would have sent it on, but since it's moving on, just to spite Zach a little bit, I'm going to do the Giannis lob slam just to give it a little love for how much pain it caused Zach.
You're just saying that because he did that to the Lakers.
Also,
Iverson
he stepped over,
Lue.
disrespected Ty Lue, you know, the Laker legend Ty Lue, disrespecting him. I can't vote for it. So
yeah, what a Laker legend.
Final one of the first round. It's going to be Magic Johnson's hook shot versus the Celtics in the 1987 Finals, Game 4 to win the game.
Down by 1. 5 seconds to go. Magic down middle, just what I thought. A hook shot at 12. Good! 2 seconds left.
Versus Blake Griffin's baptism of Kendrick Perkins.
They're really letting them play. It's a physical game.
Oh, me, oh, my. A monster jam by Blake Griffin.
Oh.
For me, this is easy. The Blake slam is crazy, but the magic moment is in the finals. It's a game winner. Lakers Celtics rivalry, and this is like the definition of it. I would have voted for it anyways, but on top of that, I'm never voting for a Clipper over a Laker, so I'm going to go with the magic moment.
I don't know, bro. This dude catches the ball, jumps, and because Kendrick Perkins jumps, this dude is like on an elevator and then just smacks it down ferociously.
It's crazy where you just like can be so high in the air, you don't need to get your arm up and then just flick it down with your wrist.
Just throw
You're
it in.
slamming it with your entire shoulder. Shit.
I think the Magic one is more iconic, but to me, the better moment is Blake Griffin.
Zach, you're the tiebreaker here.
See, I'm like torn because I completely agree with Cam that I feel like that was a better moment, but that's not my favorite Blake Griffin dunk. He baptized Pau Gasol twice.
Yeah.
Boy left wide open. Griffin, oh, wow! Calls for the screen. Two-man game. Blake Griffin explodes on Gasol.
I still think this one's a better dunk, honestly.
Or
Like, Pau is actively...
behind the back, the one where he dunked on Mozgov.
Around the Griffin screen. Pick, roll, slam dunk! Oh, me, oh, my, what a play!
Yeah, but that's Mozgov. Who cares about Mozgov?
Yeah, this is on Big Perk. He's way better than Mozgov.
Yeah, great elite
Yeah,
defender,
so
Big
better.
Perk. Hey, man, don't
What did he
disrespect
say?
Big Perk.
He carried that
was,
team?
Dude, he was part of the big five in OKC. Don't disrespect Big Perk, man.
I got to give it to that Magic Johnson hook shot. That was more of an iconic moment.
All right. Since we're down at this bracket, we got the plays fresh in our minds. Let's stay here for the second round. It's going to be that Magic hook shot up against Ray Allen's three-pointer to send it to OT.
Oh,
Ray.
I'm sorry, Magic, Ray.
As much as I'm a Laker fan, I'm not crazy. That one's such an iconic shot. That one's going to move on for sure. And then Kawhi's Game 7 game winner or Iverson's step over.
Oh, man.
For me, this is easy. If you guys are going to say Kawhi's Game 7 game winner is better than Bryant to Shaq, to me, honestly, I would have taken the Bryant to Shaq over the Iverson step over just because they end up winning the series. For Iverson, that's the only game they won in that series. So if context matters to you, Cam, I think the context of Kawhi winning that series and going on to win the finals should win it. But so that's where my vote's going to go.
But you have to think of like the waves that this created. This started a revolution of stepping over people.
Well, yeah, but like who
It was
of the
way he
players
stepped over him too.
Yeah, sure, but like of the players who mattered more for the NBA culture, who had more like aura, it was obviously Allen Iverson over Kawhi. Kawhi has no aura. But as far as the moment, I think it's pretty clear, at least to me.
Iverson is the more iconic moment, but I think the better moment is Kawhi.
Honestly, on that same page, like I think with time, it'll get up there in the same amount of iconicness. It's just that it's so recent versus Iverson. We grew up with that one.
I mean, it's moving on regardless, but
Yeah.
I would have given the nod to Kawhi as well.
Next one, Bron's chase down versus, this is an easy one. Larry stealing the game against Dennis Johnson.
Oh, no, the fraud's not getting this one. Give me LeBron.
Blocked by James.
Yeah, I'm taking the block too. Larry Legend, you're not getting past this round, bro.
Fraud. He's a fraud.
I mean, really, was that a great play? It was kind of a fraudulent, like, why would Isaiah even throw that pass? It was kind of fraudulent in the first place.
Isaiah was trying to lose it.
He didn't want the repercussions from Boston fans, so he just let him have it.
He just wanted Larry to pass Jordan in legacy at that point. He just he wanted to cushion his legacy as much because he saw Michael Jordan coming. He knew already he was going to hate that dude. Kobe's 81-point game up against DeAndre Jordan dunking over Brandon Knight.
Shit.
Y'all have this stuff of a time with this, huh? I gotta go Kobe's 81.
That's like the best dunk ever, bro.
It's such a crazy dunk. It is.
That's like the greatest dunk ever.
Zach might be right. When it comes to in-game dunks, I don't know if there's a whole lot of dunks you could put against that one.
But like moment for moment, I still gotta go with Kobe's 81 here. I'm not gonna vote against Kobe, but so it's up to you guys. It's up to you guys.
This is actually really tough.
All I'm thinking about is the way DeAndre Jordan just ragdolled Brandon Knight.
I'm surprised, honestly, he didn't end up like 6 feet under the court.
He should have. He should have put him
Surprised
through
he
the hard
didn't
way.
have to get put on leave like Markieff Morris did, honestly, with the way he got hit. Honestly, I'm going to leave this up to Zach. I'm going to go with DeAndre Jordan.
No. I should have forced your hand. Come on, bro.
You gonna pick a dunk over the most points scored in a single game?
Like, that's the best dunk ever. There hasn't been a dunk that, like, replicates that. Could players go for 81? Yes. Luka had, what, 73?
This is the crazy thing. I need to put this in perspective. This is 81 points, not today. Even today, when several guys are scoring 27 points a night, 30-plus points a night. Kobe did this back in the 2000s. Nobody's been able to pass it since. That's how crazy it was.
It's one of the greatest lobs of all time. time.
Don't do it, Zach. Come on. Come on, bro. Don't do this, bro.
What you gonna do, Zach?
You know it's not a better
Can
moment.
I finish?
Okay.
It's one of the greatest dunks of all time, but it's not 81 points. For that reason, we're gonna send Kobe on through.
It was 81 points versus 2 points. You picked the right choice.
Yeah, but those 2 points aren't your typical. Technically, it was 3 points because you got fouled.
That's true. That is.
But
true.
knowing DeAndre Jordan, he probably missed the free throw.
I gotta check it now. I'll check it when I'm editing.
Lob City, ladies and gentlemen. And DeAndre.
Jordan's finals game winner, the push-off game winner, up against Bron's lob against the Celtics over Jason Terry.
Oh, give me LeBron.
I voted against Baby Bron. I'm not voting against Peak Bron.
I think you're right. The push-off doesn't move me. It's an iconic moment for Jordan for sure. But I mean, just sending Jason Terry to the earth, that dunk's gonna move on for me.
Here's how good, to put in perspective how much I love that DeAndre Jordan dunk. If those two were matched up, I wouldn't even think about it. I would clear it for DeAndre Jordan. Like, that's how good that dunk was.
Next one, Kyrie's Game 7 3-pointer against the Warriors versus Derek Fisher's 0.4.
Derek Fisher's shot was more difficult, but when you really think about the moment, millions of Americans were sitting on the edge of their couch, and then Kyrie said, oh. And it was like, oh my God, they did it. They foiled the best team of all time. This is easy for me.
I love that D-Fish moment as a Laker fan. It's an awesome moment, but it's Game 7 of the finals. And the fact that 2 of the greatest moments of all time happened within like the same minute, back to back with that chase down is crazy. This one's going to move on too.
I think one word just has to sum it all up. Context.
Our first piece of merch in our first merch drop is just going to be a sweater that says context.
We have a Dexter Pittman one coming, a Jermaine O'Neal one coming, context.
A Worst Take University varsity jacket.
WTU, I like that.
We haven't been here in a while. It's going to be McGrady's 13 in 33 seconds up against Kobe's game winner against the Suns in the playoffs. You already know my vote. I'm going Kobe's game winner.
Oh, I hate how iconic that moment is.
I just watched it again. Yeah, give me the Kobe one.
Everybody in the gym knew who that ball was going to. We should have won the tip. We didn't. We put the ball in Bean's hands with the game on the line. You're asking to lose. Give me the Kobe moment.
Let's go. You really let Luke Walton win the tip to lose you the game. That's crazy. Luke Walton's unathletic, horrible coaching ass lost you that game.
Well, we didn't know he was going to be a bad coach at that time.
2v3 here. 2 of the best shots, both moments up against OKC. Dame time versus OKC versus the Curry double bang.
Double bang. Pause.
Whoa.
Double bang. Pause.
Whoa. You saying that easy is
you said that.
crazy.
You said that too quick.
Too quick and
Double
way
bang.
wrong. That was a regular season game. This is Dame's Dame time was to win the game, win the series in a playoff game. It doesn't get better than that. And it kind of like not only won the series, it destroyed the Thunder and they broke it up after that.
You could argue that the same thing happened with this shot. Curry hit that shot and KD was like, I've had enough.
No,
Let me go to
KD
the
bounced
Warriors.
after they 3-1 them in the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that was.
KD was like, all right, yeah, here I come.
I'm taking the Dame time. So, Zach, it's up to you. You're on the clock. Is it Dame time or is it Curry's double bang? Pause.
Pause.
These are 2 of my favorite shots. To attempt a step back 3 to win the series and then wave them off. It's a bigger shot and a bigger moment. It was the same distance. Dame's was a step back and it was cash. Give me Dame time.
Dame time's moving on, bro.
I wanted the double bang, man. Pause.
This dude loves to double bang.
Amen.
Oh, so why is there a pause? What's the implication of the pause?
Let's get on to the next moment because this is a
where did we
show.
Actually, where did the pause come from? Ain't no implication on the double bang.
I mean, kind of.
Depending on what double bang you're thinking of. All right, let's move on. Stick with Dame time. It's going to be Dame time up against Kobe's game winner up against the Suns.
I'm tired of talking about this one, man. Get that shot out of here. Give me Dame time, bro. I'm done talking about it. It breaks my heart every time I have to repicture this in my head.
Hey, man, give me Kobe, man. Give me Kobe.
That's not even how the shot went. What was that? It was like a 2 dribble pull up. There was
Yeah.
no jab steps in that shot.
That was more mellow than Kobe anyway.
Yeah, he did a double jab to their heart.
Okay. Okay.
Man, this is tough because like Dame's was to win the series. With the Kobe one, they ended up losing that series. But it's Kobe, so I'm going to go with the Kobe one.
In 06? No, we didn't.
Yeah, you won the series. We've been over this before.
I thought that was the Western Conference Finals.
No, 06, Lakers were the 7 seed. You guys were the 2. That was the first round. Because of that shot, we went up 3-1, but then you guys came back.
Oh, okay.
So that's what kind of taints it for me, but it's Kobe, so I'm voting Kobe. Bye, Dame. Sorry, bye, Dame. Next one. It's Kyrie's Game 7 3-pointer against the Warriors versus LeBron's lob in the TD Gardens in Boston over Jason Terry.
LeBron's dunk nearly sends Jason Terry to the next plane of existence. The only lob that I would say is better is the one we've already talked about, and that's DeAndre Jordan's. But Kyrie finishes the greatest comeback of all time. I gotta go with Kyrie.
Zach? Oh, God. I heard that one, bro.
Excuse me.
I think your neighbors heard that one.
Whatever, man. I cover my mouth.
That's even worse because it sounded like you didn't.
It sounded like you did it right into the
sounded
mic,
clear as
bro.
day. It sounded like you went.
Damn, my bad.
Anyways, before we were burpily interrupted, I'm also going to take that Kyrie game winner. That Bron dunk was great, but that Kyrie game winner gave us one of the greatest post-game speeches. Cleveland, this is for you.
How are you going to make a Kyrie moment about LeBron, bro?
Without that shot, Bron doesn't say it. Without Bron's block, Kyrie doesn't get the shot. Without Kyrie's shot, Bron doesn't get his post-game.
Without the Cavs winning the lottery, Bron doesn't come back to the land. You ever think about that? You better thank Andrew Wiggins, Cleveland. That's all I'm saying.
Without LeBron's dad and mom's conception, we don't sit here and get to witness the GOAT.
Okay. And if it wasn't for what happened 9 months before he was born.
Shout out Gloria.
So that one's going to move on to the final 4.
This ring light is frying my eyes right now.
Me too.
Yeah, I got one right in my face too. Pause.
Can we do a pause counter?
I can do a pause counter, yeah. I got to go with the double bang.
Pause.
The ball control on that, the grip on it is crazy. Like, pause.
Double bang. Pause.
Is it Dame time or is it Curry's double bang? Pause.
Pause. I wanted the double bang. Pause.
Yeah, I got one right in my face too. Pause.
Pause.
It's going to be Bron's chase down block in the finals versus Kobe's 81.
It's like asking me to pick a favorite child.
You have one, but you don't want to say which one it is.
It's the youngest. It's the youngest. Let's be real.
He's saying that because he's the youngest child.
I'm the youngest child too, so it's definitely true.
And I am too, so I guess it is right.
Well, I was the youngest as of 4 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
That's right. In the twins.
How's it feel to be a middle
I
child?
love my brothers.
How does it feel?
It feels neglectful. I feel like nobody cares about me. I'm out here in Texas by myself. You know?
Okay, bro.
Nobody cares anymore. I'm gonna take Kobe's 81 points.
Wow.
I think the moment of Bron's chase down was crazy, but give me Kobe's 81.
For what it is, that block is probably the most important block in NBA history.
Thankfully, because you guys didn't push Giannis's through.
Yeah, because nobody cares about the buns. Anyway, I have to go with this block. It blocks the Warriors' chances of winning.
Man, to do this to me, to make me be the deciding vote here. Oh my God. I'm the biggest Kobe fan ever. Y'all know this. Kobe's 81. It's such a milestone. But like just the storybook of it all, the comeback and the block, the chase down. It's game 7 of the NBA Finals. I gotta do it. I'm sorry, Kobe. I'm sorry, Kobe. I gotta go Bron's chase down block, man. I gotta.
You've just been stripped of all Laker fanatics. That's crazy. You went against the gospel.
There's another Kobe moment that's still alive here that's in the Final Four. I just feel like that chase down block is just so important, not just in NBA history, but in NBA Finals history. The lore of not just the NBA in general, but the greatest player of all time's lore.
No, it makes sense. That makes complete sense coming from anybody but a Lakers fan.
So why'd you? I could have given the 81 a vote if you didn't vote for the 81, bro.
I thought it was a better iconic moment.
Okay, all right. Final 4 spot decider here. Ray Allen's 3-pointer to save the series against the Spurs, or Kawhi's Game 7 game winner. Tough,
These are
bro.
pretty evenly matched.
There's such difficult shots too. Off the rebound. around, stepping back behind the 3-point line to hit the three. It's in the
like
finals.
falling backwards, literally.
But then, like, I know it's not the finals, but it's a game 7 game winner to go on to eventually win the finals. This might be the toughest matchup so far.
I'm going with Ray. I screamed at the top of my lungs when it happened. I may have cried a little bit too with my mom on the couch. A little embarrassing, but hey, man, it brought that emotion out of me. I have a personal connection with it.
Don't worry, Cam. I know I'm pretty sure Zach has a lot of experience as a Suns fan crying from basketball. So
yeah, tears of sadness.
Not much. I mean, there's been very minimal chances where we've had the opportunity for success at the top stage. So it's less tears than you might think.
I think over time, the Ray Allen one has become more iconic because of its ties to LeBron's legacy and because it's a little older. Kawhi's is a lot more recent. To me, I think the better shot is the fact that it's game 7. I'm going to go with the Kawhi one, man. So you're going to be the deciding vote here, Zach.
This is tough, bro. Why would you make me have to pick?
I'm saying, bro, it's the toughest matchup so far, man.
If we're going off the moment, I gotta give it to Kawhi.
Whoa, so down goes Ray Allen.
Oh, that's so tough. Damn, that hurts.
It's going to be the 5 seed, Kobe's game winner versus the Suns in 2006 versus Kyrie's game 7 3-pointer.
This is easy for
Kyrie
me,
Irving.
Kyrie.
I've been done talking about Kobe since round 2.
All right, I'll vote the Kobe one, but Kyrie's one is going to move on. That will be in the finals. Who will it be up in the finals against? Will it be the moment that is also from the same game, LeBron's chase down block, or is it going to be Kawhi's game 7 game winner?
If I'm picking that game winner over Ray Allen's, I got to give this one over the block too. I would have taken that Ray Allen 3 over this block, so I got to take that one again.
That block was one of the most important blocks, if not the most important in NBA history. But this game winner is one of the most difficult, the most insane, the most dramatic. I gotta go with Kawhi.
I'm still going with the chase down. Since the game winner's moving on, I'll be honest, I would have voted this as the winner of it all. This was my favorite.
When you look at it in a nutshell, who's to say that shot doesn't happen if Iguodala makes the layup? We know for sure that the Raptors don't move on if he misses that shot.
That's true. It's going to move on, though, and it'll be in the finals up against Kyrie's 3-pointer in game 7.
This is tough.
It's not for me. You just kind of get your ideas of what's going to win. Like Arman, you said you would have had the block win. Once it was mentioned, pinnacle of basketball, one of, if not the best final series ever. I'm sure that there's some 80s and 70s Armand's times that rival that. For the current day and age, it's probably the best finals that we've ever been able to witness. For me, it's that Kyrie Irving step back 3 to win it.
The actual My Days one of the one that like is My Days and I think is one of the best and will be up there with this one is the 2010s finals, Lakers Celtics that goes to game 7.
All of the 1900s gets lumped in with you because you're the only one of us that was born in the 1900s. I'm sorry.
Literally 1999, not even a whole year in the decade.
From the year 1900 to 1999 is you. That's all you.
You might as well lump the entire millennia in there with me as well. Why not?
Okay,
might as well. You're pretty old.
I wasn't going to bring up the fact that you and Christopher Columbus still talk to this day, but like, if you want to talk about that,
yo, he's canceled. You can't say that. Don't tell people I still talk. I blocked him on all my public profiles. Okay.
Whatever he did when he got to shore, that's on him. I just told him go sail. You know, I just said sail the ocean blue. I didn't tell you to move on people's land to take it over. You know,
I just told you to find another way around the world so we could get spices from India. That's all I told you to do, man.
And then they got those spices and didn't do nothing with them.
All right. Anyway, so you voted for the Kyrie one. I would have voted for the Bron block because it's such an iconic series, iconic moment in the series in a game 7. 2 teams that faced each other in the finals 4 years in a row. It's such a definitive age of basketball, not even just a year. I think the Kyrie shot has to win it if the Bron block wasn't going to win it.
I wouldn't have it any other way on the final one. We all agree. I'm sweeping it.
That is the bona fide worst take approved. This moment in NBA history is Kyrie Irving's step back 3.
There was some that got snubbed. Devin Booker's game winner in Madison Square Garden got snubbed for sure.
Here we go. I think I like Anthony Davis's 3-pointer in the Mamba jerseys to win over the Nuggets in the bubble.
Hey. Oh, I thought you were going to say AD's clutch 3-pointer. He had to like pump it Pause. And with the Pelicans.
That was a great shot too, but the Lakers one was in the playoffs against Jokic and the Nuggets to win that game and essentially like put them up 3-1 instead of a 2-2 series.
You guys were undefeated in the Mamba jerseys for a minute.
We were. I don't know why they don't still wear them.
Well, you know, you got the Lake Show ones now.
Yeah, you're right, Cam. If we wouldn't have lost the Mamba jerseys, we wouldn't have got these iconic Lake Show City jerseys.
What do you think is a better all-time jersey progression? Going from Mamba to Gradient Lake Show or going from like Miami Vice to Heat culture? Like what's a better?
They're almost equally great. You know.
Yeah, you're right. You know, and I've been saving up for the Lake Show one, but I think for me, honestly, Cam, as soon as you buy the Heat Culture one, I'll buy the Lake Show Gradient.
Okay, so you're gonna buy the Lake Show Gradient, and then what are you gonna do with the rest of your $20?
We got off topic. That's going to be the end of the video. Kyrie Irving's three-pointer is the winner of the all-time moments in NBA history bracket. If you want to see another bracket like this in the future, whether it's still in March or if this does well enough, maybe we'll just do another one of these in the future. Let us know and give us your ideas for another bracket on the Discord server in the description. Be part of the community so you can let us know your ideas and maybe you'll see it in the video. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs. We're almost there. Hope you can be a part of it. See you later. Bye.